A warm welcome to everyone to this video lecture. I am Anburaj, Assistant Professor in English. In this video, I am going to teach you the basic definition for the word grammar and its first choice, the first source, so-called parts of speech. The normal definition which is given in the dictionary for the word grammar is rules of the language. Certainly, all the languages have their own rules and regulations. Here, I would like to give you one note from the word itself. Look at the word. The first four letters, gram. Definitely, we all would have come across this one. Normally, a gram is used to measure the weight of the objects. By make use of the grams, we could find out the proper amount of weight of any object, and accordingly, the price will be fixed. Like that, through gram, okay, through the word grammar, one's language can be measured. Anybody can speak without grammar, but with grammar, he will be like a king with crown. The second concept is how our body has certain organs which helps us to function properly. Similarly, parts of speech is the organ of a language. Without this, no language functions. No language could be exist. Parts of speech are there in 8 number. They are noun, pronoun, adjective, preposition, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection. Here I have given in a different order which are closely connected to each other. Noun, pronoun, adjective and preposition, because pronoun, adjective, preposition, these 3 parts are closely associated with the word noun. The second set is verb and adverb. The third set is conjunction and interjection. First, let me tell you the meaning for what is noun. Noun is a naming word that all we know. For example, just look around where you are right now. All the things which are visible to your eyes have their name. If any object doesn't have a name, no name becomes its name. Can you understand? For example, this is a pen. I think it is visible to you. This is a pen. If this particular object has no name, definitely I should call this object no name. Okay, which means all the objects in the earth has name, even though it has no name. Noun has 5 types. They are common noun, collective noun, proper noun, abstract noun and material noun. Common noun refers to the word used for a class of a person, place or thing. Example, car, man. I want to tell you some extra ideas about the common noun. Common noun, it stands for a very common thing. Example is given that car. The same car which we use here will be used in America, Japan and all the countries. The person who is living here is a man, as well as in Japan also called as a man. So the things are in a different place but has the same name. That is the reason why it is called so. Second, collective noun. Collective noun is the word used for group of people or things. Example, team, jury. At the same time, when this collective noun comes together to do something, it will be called as with a new name. For example, man is a common noun. But when a number of men come together to fight against a country, this group of men will be called as army. Okay, when common noun comes together, it will be collective noun. Okay, some examples: choir, jury, government. Okay, so now you could understand what is collective noun. Then the proper noun. Proper noun is the name of a person, place or the thing. It always starts with a capital letter. It's very, very important note. And do you know the important idea about the proper noun? Before proper noun, no article can be used. 3 articles are there. a and the. You cannot make use of these three articles in front of any proper noun because nouns are proper. When the noun is not proper, we should use articles in front of the noun. Okay. When the noun itself proper, we don't need to use any kind of article in front of the word. Okay. See, example is given. Michael, Africa. Michael is a word. It's a naming word. Okay. You don't need to use any kind of article in front of the word Michael, a Michael, the Michael. Definitely it will be wrong. Okay. Next, abstract nouns. It stands for the ideas, feelings or qualities. Example is given. Love, hate, kindness, imagination, joy, sadness, bitterness, sweet. Abstract nouns can be felt. It cannot be seen. Because it is not visible. Okay. Let me give you one note. Sweet can be felt, but you cannot you cannot define what is sweet. Then material noun. It is a name of a material or substance of an ingredient of an alloy. Okay. Material noun is the other term. For example, it is used to give a new one. Key is a noun. Iron, which is used to make a key, is a material. Gold is a material which is used to make gold ring. To make any noun, some materials are used. These materials are called material noun. Pronoun. It is a word used in place of one or more nouns. It may stand for a person, place, thing or idea. Okay. Here I have given you a note. All the nouns, okay, 5 types of noun I have taught you in the first slide. All the nouns, when used in the second time, it should be used as a pronoun. Okay. The first time Ram is used as a noun, but when we use the same Ram in the second time, we should address him as a he. Okay. Can you understand this? Example is given. Car. In first use we can use it as car, but in second time, in the second use, we should address it as it. Okay. So pronoun, it is called as the substitution of the normal noun. Okay. Adjective. Adjective is very closely associated with the word noun. Look at the first 2 letters. Ad. Okay. Normally we know the meaning for the word ad is advertisement. Let me give you one picture just to look at it. Okay, here I have given you a mobile advertisement. In this mobile advertisement, you could get the information about the features. See, display 5.7 inch Super AMOLED display is given. The processor 821 Exynos processor. RAM 6 GB, I mean the internal memory is 6 GB, storage 64 GB, RAM and ROM is given. Camera megapixel, the capacity 12 MP and the front camera is 5 MP. Battery capacity is 3600 mAh. Extra features are iris scanner and some of the water protection. Okay. So why I am saying this? When we look at this particular advertisement, we could get the extra information about the object. Okay. Like that. The extra informations of a noun is called as adjective. Through the adjective, we could get the extra information of the subject. Adjectives makes the reader to understand the thing very clearly. Example, big, small, beautiful, tall. He is a boy. Boy is a noun, but by the word boy, we cannot identify whether the boy is a small, tall, big, fat, okay, good or bad. When we put adjective in front of the word, any noun, okay, definitely we could understand, okay, this boy is this kind, okay, this sort of boy he is. We could understand he is a small boy. Okay, so his identification is being seen very clearly. Next, preposition. It refers to the position of the noun or object. See, the word itself gives its meaning. Position of the noun. Preposition. This preposition shows the relationship between the nouns. Okay, note is given preposition. Pre means before. We have seen a word pre-planned murder. That means that particular planned murder should be plotted before itself, then only they could accomplish properly. Pre means before. That means the preposition words should be placed before noun. Pre noun. Okay, preposition, this position should be placed before noun. Example, on, under, across, between. He is on the chair. He is in the chair. He is on the chair. Both statements are correct. Don't think that on the chair is correct, in the chair is wrong. Both statements are correct. Where he sits, that is the important thing. If the person is sitting chair, that particular chair doesn't have any arm, there you can make use of this statement, he is on the chair. But when the same person sitting in the armed chair, you should use he is in the chair. See the differentiation. Preposition will give you the clarity of the relationship between the two nouns. Okay. Next, verb. How a noun has the power in the world, because all the things has its own name, no? Like that, all the things has its own actions. Verb refers to the action. Okay, four state of the verb is given. The action which is done by the subject, done to the subject. That means if I am beating my dog, the dog is receiving my action, the receiver of the action. Done by the subject, done to the subject, possession of the subject. What we are possessing? I have one car, I have a pen, that possession. The state of the subject, what position we are having in the society. He is a doctor. Okay, to denote his position in the society, we should use these kind of be verbs to denote his position. Example, eat, write, I have a pen. Okay, possession is revealed here. He is a doctor, he is a teacher, his state, his position is revealed here. And the very important thing is, many of you people are thinking that ing forms are called as verb. Definitely they are not verb. Eating, writing, these are all not verbs, they are all gerund. When you add some of the be verbs in front of these ing forms, they could turn as verb. Is eating, present continuous tense. The mere eating cannot be called as verb. Okay. Adverb. How adjective is giving extra information about noun, like that adverb is giving extra information about verb. Okay. How and when an action is done called as adverb. Example, slowly, early, beautifully. Tortoise crawls. Crawls is a simple verb. Tortoise crawls slowly. How the action is done? Slowly. Okay. The extra information about how an action is done is given here. He came to the class. He came to the class very early. Okay. And maximum of the adverbs are end with ly, the word ly. Okay. Next, conjunction. It is a word that joins a word or group of words. Okay, joins a word. Two different kinds of words can be joined by the conjunction. And group of words called as statements. Two different kinds of statements can be joined by the conjunction. Okay, and do you know one thing? Without this, even the so-called great legend in a language cannot make a lengthy statements, because it functions as a bridge between the words, I mean the statements. We use this to pass an idea and information to the upcoming statements. Here note is given, con plus junction. Okay, conjunction. Con refers to connect, junction means meeting spot. Okay, example, and, but, or, yet, which. He is an athlete, but he walks slowly. These two different statements are connected by conjunction but. Next, interjection. inter, you just think in the another direction, inner. It is an exclamatory word that expresses an emotion of the nouns. Okay, the sudden expression of inner feeling. Sudden expression comes below normal, it is sadness. If the sudden expression goes above normal, it's happy. Example, wow, hooray, alas, and so many words are there to denote our expressions. Okay. So before I conclude, I hope I have given you the tips and techniques to remember the parts of speech in an easy way. By the word itself, you could remember its functions now, and and the very important thing is, all the notes which I have given you in the slides now, they are not the dictionary meaning. That's just created by myself for your better understanding. Even you can make use of these in exams also. These notes will give you the zeal and help you for the comprehend the thing very easily. Thank you all.